And now I bring you episode 2, Fish Out of
I have to
Water.
admit, Blur, I had my suspicions at first, but after helping us out of a really nasty jam, I suppose I owe you one.
Seriously?
I'll say.
And he runs him into a
a
whole horde of more Spring King soldiers. Oh no, you're a traitor!
Showing up at the last minute. Although, saving you from rough situations, Yugioh, it's becoming a bit of a habit. You think?
Please stop it!
Well, hopefully, if I can help it. Yeah, of course. How did you find us anyway? I have ears everywhere. It's kind of a gift. That
occurs.
A bombardment of attacks was kind of hard to miss.
Hmm.
I would imagine so.
Oh shit, you're not even supposed to be on the front lines.
That was you, Yugioh? I didn't know you were the violent type.
He's not.
Neither did I. In which case, you don't mind if I ask? Yes, I do.
Okay, I won't ask then.
I'm sorry, Draco, but that's personal. And don't you bother asking either, Blur.
Hey, I didn't want to know.
I know when to shut up.
For
Are you
once.
sure? I mean, honestly, it could help. I said drop it. What? Drop it, Draco! Alright. Sheesh. Where did that come from?
It's a sore spot.
Sorry. Come on. Boss's orders. We gotta get it back to the others. Sheesh. What monster crawled into his deck? I wish I could
More like
tell you.
crawled into someone
I haven't
else's.
seen him this mad before. And the way he lashed out at his opponent. It's not like him. Yeah, I can see what you mean. I haven't seen ape fighters that get that angry. Yeah, perhaps, but... It all started when his opponent brought out this weird evolution dragon. And the way he looked at it... It's almost like he's seen it before. Well, I'll see what I can find out for you. I'm gonna get going. Are you sure? You might need some refuge, and there is strength in numbers. Nah, I'm not really a lancer. That's your thing.
True.
I'd rather do things my way.
He's a
Besides,
wild card.
I caught wind that Mephiles and a few of his admins will be leaving this place for a bit. Really? Yeah, but they're not going far. Just to some weird patch of land off the coast of the island or something. What on earth for? What would be so important that Mephiles would have to attend to it? I don't know the specifics. That's why I'm going to check it out myself. I'll let you know what I find when I get back. That is, if you come back. Hey, don't talk to me like that. I've been through worse. You just worry about your own bacon. Alright, Greendale? Right. Well, thanks again for your help. I didn't really expect this from a bounty hunter of all things.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just doing
Help
what I
comes
have
from
to
weird
do.
places. And now the intro. Brand new intro for the brand new season. Showing off the monsters that have been seen so far and some that haven't yet. Love that shot strictly. The side-eye thing. It was a good idea not to put the Revolution Dragon in with the other Dimension Dragons. Because imagine we have those nice intros and then cut to a static image. Feel out of place!
You're planning to do what? I think you heard me. I'm sorry, Percy, but you haven't made any progress since you started this whole thing.
You're fired!
This is too big a threat to be stalled, or left alone for any number of time. Option B might be our only way of defeating him once and for all. I know very well that we were unable to make any progress so far, but...
We could make progress.
We can't just give up like that. Not when we're closer to defeating Mephiles than we've ever been. Perhaps. But he does have a record for always being one step ahead. So who's to say that he's not planning something as we speak while you're stalling him? Oh? And what makes you think that he won't predict your little plan B when you go along with it? Even so, there's nothing I can do about it. The board of directors has decided. Perhaps, but... It'd be a little bit easier if you could send us some more duelists.
That would be
how
helpful.
about some of the legendary duelists? You know, the ones that actually stopped Zark to begin with 5 years
Off
ago.
limits till we enter
Or do you think
gotcha.
we've tried that? We can't. They're all busy. Busy?
What could be
Doing
more important
what?
than the world being on the
What
line?
about Declan himself? He has his company to run, let alone the Lancers. Do you think he has time for such a situation like this?
Yes!
If it
This
was
is the fate of the
involving Zark,
world!
I think he would.
All the
Perhaps,
worlds!
but he can't be everywhere, you know. Ugh.
Bullshit, I've seen the show. He was everywhere at once.
What about the others then? Yuya Sakaki? On a dueling tour around the world.
Which is which is very important when there's not going to be a world anymore. That would make sense as a character.
Helping to renovate the bottom areas of the Synchro Dimension.
And clearly can't help the world at
Mercy,
the line.
Too busy with his job as a teacher at Duel Academy.
He's a teacher? Oh,
Gone
good for
strong.
him.
Too busy running his new dojo.
Which is, again, more important than the fate of the world being on the
Fine,
line.
just- can you at
Look,
least
some of these are like,
send any
it makes
number of
sense,
duelists
and I
to
understand it's
help
because
us?
live action, you can't obviously get the
As a matter
actual
of fact,
anime
we
characters,
do
but
have a
still,
handful
like,
of duelists
really?
that are coming your way. One of them should suffice. He's one of our top fusion duelists. Ugh.
Another benefit to going to gods is the fact that you actually can bring back the
However, he
legacy
won't be joining you
characters.
just yet. He's going to need to borrow 2 of your troops. What? What for?
Usually means
For
the
a
characters
special
progress with time,
assignment.
though.
As far as I'm aware, I think it should aid in your little conflict. I see. Look, Percy, I know what we promised you when you agreed to join us, but we can't pull through with it so long as Mephiles is a known threat. We can only grant your wish as soon as we are sure that Mephiles is taken care of. I'm well aware of that. It's just not as easy taking down Mephiles as you think it is. We never thought that it would be easy to begin with. But regardless, there's nothing that I can do about it alone. So you have until the end of the month to make some form of progress, and if not, we will be forced to resort to Plan B.
Nuke the island.
Myself clear? Yes, sir. Excellent. Great.
Yeah.
Dealing with
Dang pencil
not making
pushers.
enough progress wasn't bad enough. The board of directors want to shut this whole thing down.
It's always the upper staff. They're like, you could do it better, though. Oy.
Oh, well.
Yes, you're winning, but you could be winning more. I do it better? Okay, then do it better. Well, I don't wanna.
Tired.
A Nerf gun.
Forgot about this. Well, I think I have some time.
Opening some card packs, maybe? Oh, wait, no, we got the file. It's from episode 1, that's right.
File.
What we got here? This is also fascinating. I'm pregnant!
God.
And Hugo's the father!
This could change everything. Why didn't I look at this stupid thing sooner? I gotta tell Hugo and the others.
Meanwhile...
Now you're in for it. I activate Inciner Beast's skill. By banishing an EXP card from the graveyard, he can destroy your Cyber End Dragon. And you take damage equal to its attack points. Oh no. Now go, Inciner Beast! Destroy it! Ah!
That's game. I doubt that one will
Game.
count. I'll flip a coin, probably.
Whoa. Whoa, man. No need to be so, well, hostile. Go easy on me.
We can't afford that.
My apologies, but this is a battle. We have to be prepared for the worst. So I can't.
I'm sure the other
afford to
soldiers
go
would
easy
just
on
pass
anyone.
their turns, right? They'll just
Fine.
let you off
Feel
easy.
that way.
If I can't hold back
Wait,
on you in training,
no, I
what makes you
didn't.
think they'll hold back on you on the field? Though I do understand the point of view of it is a game at the end of the day. Have a little fun.
I don't understand.
It's a duality of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a fun game we should all play with our friends. Also, the fate of the world depends on it.
Congratulations. One.
And they try to do both at once.
Not bad, Hugo. Oh, General Percy, sir. How you doing? Oh, no need for that. I just thought I could use a bit of a stroll, that's all. Oh, General Percy.
Did you enjoy your stroll?
How can I help you? Sort of. I had some bad news. A bit of bad news, anyway. Oh, okay then. Why's that, sir? Bad news? Apparently, they're expecting us to make some sort of progress by the end of the month.
Whatever.
If not, then
Bit awkward, but it's not the end of the world.
the board of directors are going to force us to fall back. What? They're going to make us leave the island? I'm afraid so.
Let him have 100% again. What could go wrong?
Then they're going to be resorting to...
Then again, they can't send men
Plan
forever.
B. Why? What's Plan B? I don't know what that is. You don't want to know. Right. I just figured I could use a bit of time to ease off some of the stress. I suppose, but...
Yeah, you got so much going on. Going for a walk is very healthy.
By now.
Just getting away from the problems for a little bit.
Used to be like back at home. Right. Well, regardless, I don't have time for this, sir. With all due respect, I need to keep sharpening my skills. Best to be prepared in case of the worst. Right.
And that's an idea was
You
formed.
know what, Hugo? Let's duel. What? Yeah, why don't we have a duel? Okay, but for what purpose? No purpose. Just for fun. Fun?
You haven't had a
I mean,
casual
that's
duel in a long
what this
time,
game
have
was
you?
designed for.
He hasn't had a
Fun.
fun casual duel
can be for
since
fun.
episode 1
Yeah,
of
have you
season
ever
2.
Dueled just for fun? Ever since
Even though that was a
came to
tournament
these dimensions?
thing, but, you know, basically for fun. No fate of the world.
No. Now that I think about it, I've only really dueled for, well, to win, and just because I had to. And to train and all that. That's how I usually treat dueling back home, anyway. Makes sense. I know how they treat dueling back at home. If
They're
it
those
isn't for
evolutionists,
business,
men.
It's for a superiority contest. Well, that's not how these dimensions do it. For the most part, dueling's only just for fun.
Xyz's dimension said
Let
hi.
me show you. Okay then. Yes, sir. No, you don't have to call me sir. Just call me Percy. All my friends do. Oh.
Yes, sir,
well,
Percy.
Yes, sir. I mean, Percy, sir. It's Percy.
Purser.
All right,
You
Hugo,
believe this guy?
ready to do this? Okay, but I still fail to see the point of this. No point, no goals, no nothing. Just for fun. Yes, sir. I mean, Percy. Never gonna get used to that. You know, I don't know why you...
Just wait until you meet Oliver.
I mean, that wasn't the case when you didn't know I was from the evolution dimension. Perhaps, but, well, that's how I normally used to talk to higher-ups in the evolution dimension. Really? Well then, allow me to be the first. Don't you worry about winning or losing. Just focus on having a good time. Ready? Alright then. Let's
duel.
I'll go first then. I draw. I activate the field spell Hydrophoe Big Blue. This
Okay.
spell card allows me to add one Hydrophoe monster.
He's
to
got a
my
new
hand.
deck. Now that he's not
And
undercover
since it's a
anymore.
normal monster, I get to special summon it. I special summon Hydrophoe Lizard. Wait, Hydrophoe? Since when did you start using these?
Since now.
What
New
happened to your
decks, new
liquid lead
season.
deck? That thing? Nah. It was given to me by the Baryon clan. If I'm being honest, it was kinda lackluster. It was
Besides, it was an
ultimately
undercover
very
deck.
boring considering it was only focused on supporting one monster.
Yeah.
In fact, this was actually my original deck before I came to these dimensions. Of course, ever since I did come here, I've had to keep it in the dark. Until now.
So I wonder how the
Oh boy,
initiation
I
went
can't
in
wait
that
to
case.
bring
That's
these
so
cards
something
for a
off to
spin
minus.
again.
They can minus the
Now then,
manipulator,
I normal
so
summon
I'll just try to do
Hydrophobe
some
Ratfish from my
convincing
hand.
without needing a duel.
And using my field spell, I can expand
It doesn't
the
really matter
DNA
today.
strand
Just one of those
using my
thought food,
Hydrophobe
thought for
Lizard.
food. Yep,
I
food for thought.
evolution
Yeah.
summon my favorite
Plus for
monster. Come on out, level 8. Hydrophobe Mosasaur!
Ah, that's your
Whoa.
favorite. All right.
But I'm not done yet. I can use my field spell to also evolve my Ratfish. I expand the DNA strand and evolution summon level 6 Hydrophobe Helicoprion!
All right.
Well, I must admit, this deck is a lot louder than your old one. Thanks. It feels nice having the opportunity to show my true colors. I'll set one card face down and leave it at you. Alright then. Remember, Yugioh, there's nothing to prove and there are no stakes in this duel. Just enjoy yourself. Right, I draw. I activate Pocket Selection. This lets me select 3 Pocket Normal monsters in my deck. All 3 of them must be different attributes. Also, you have to choose one at random, and the one you select gets special summoned to the field.
It's kind of like pick your starter.
Yeah, that's it. Now we're talking. Now then, you pick one. Okay then. I'll choose the middle card. Wise choice. For me, that is. Because you special summoned my Pocket Bubble Crab.
All right.
And the
Nice.
other 2 monsters that weren't selected go to the graveyard
Jelly
as
Ray and
EXP
Kitlet.
cards.
Eh.
But one
Not
of
quite
them
the water
is coming
grass
back
fire,
for an
but,
encore. I play Silent Doom. Welcome back, Pocket Kitlet. And then I'll normal summon my Pocket Ruffet Wolf.
All right. Time for a
Hold up,
triple
Yugioh.
evolution summon.
I have a monster effect for you. I discard my Hydrophobe Sea Cucumber.
Huh?
Now, both of my monsters gain an additional 500 attack points.
Great.
Well, anyway.
That's a bit of a problem.
Activate Pocket
Fry
Evolution,
Wolf, anyway.
evolving all 3 of them. I expand the DNA strand. Let's go! Triple Evolution Summon! Pocket Clubster, Pocket Incinebeast, and of course, Pocket Haifu Wolf! Yeah, now we're talking. Well, thanks. I activate Incinebeast's skill.
Anyway.
When he's summoned, I can destroy all of your spell or trap cards, and you take 300 points of damage for each card destroyed.
Hiya!
Whoa! Hold it right there, Yugioh.
Huh?
Before you do anything else, I should mention that my big blue, once per turn, cannot be destroyed by your card effects. Also,
Duh.
I'll activate my face down card before it's destroyed. Go, Hydrophobe Patrol!
Huh?
Now I can send 2 more Hydrophobe Sea Cucumbers from my deck to the graveyard, and they're treated as EXP material. So now he's got more EXP material in his graveyard. Well, regardless,
Trap died. That's where it took
I
the
don't
damage.
like the looks of that Helicoprion of yours, so I'm getting rid of it with Incinebeast's skill, banishing an EXP card from the
Bye, Kitlet.
graveyard to destroy it. And you take damage equal to its attack points, which will be a little extra thanks to your previously activated monster. Trying to fry my fish, are we? Well, first, I'll have to butcher your beast, I'm afraid.
Okay, that
I'll
wasn't
banish
bad.
an EXP card from the graveyard to use Helicoprion's skill. Now, your Incinebeast is destroyed as well, and you take damage equal to half its attack points. Ah!
Dang.
Uh-oh.
All right, match and match for match.
Well, thank you for doing that.
Huh?
Because you activated Clubster's skill. Now I can banish another EXP card from the graveyard, and Clubster
was
can
a light.
destroy
That's
one
what
other
I
card on
actually
your
do with the
field.
water. Nope.
I'm getting rid of your big blue field spell once and for all. Ugh. Well,
Nice.
you know you could have destroyed my Mosasaur with that skill, right? Well, like you said, I don't need to focus too much on winning in this situation.
It's true.
Don't I? True.
You're absolutely
So,
correct.
You got any more tricks to show off? Well, I've got Haifu Wolf's skill. I banish another EXP card, which lets him double his attack points. And using Clubster's other skill, he can copy Haifu Wolf's attack points.
Oh, nice.
So now you have 2 monsters with 5,000 attack points.
How are you gonna deal with this?
Ready to battle! Haifu Wolf, you first! Attack his Mosasaur and destroy it!
Canine
There,
Knuckle!
Hugo, I have another skill for you. Hydrophobe Mosasaur! By banishing an EXP card from the graveyard, all of your monster's attack points return to normal.
Ah,
Wait,
you
what?
gotta be kidding me!
That means... Correct.
It's a counter to
Therefore,
Haifu Wolf.
Now your Haifu Wolf has to attack my Mosasaur.
What?
Oh boy. Ah! And my Mosasaur gains an additional 500 attack points. Now let's take care of your Clobster, since he's forced to attack as well. Clobster will be attacking, but not your Mosasaur.
Huh?
I banish another EXP card from the graveyard. Clobster, destroy his Mosasaur!
He won't be battling your Mosasaur. Now to attack the Mosasaur.
I didn't know that ability was once returned. Well done, Hugo. Quite impressive. Well, sheesh. No need to be rude.
What do you mean, rude? I was congratulating you.
It wasn't offensive at all. You never heard of a compliment before? Oh, well...
Now you can give him the evolution dimension standards.
No, not
Compliments
really.
could be insults.
Any compliments
And
I
it
do
was-
get are
it-
normally
it-
sarcastic ones.
Yeah, we live in a day and age when people are insulted by compliments.
Yeah, don't worry, Hugo. That was 100% legit.
Yeah.
No sarcasm involved. You're doing very well. I can see all that training you were mentioning earlier is paying off.
Is that here? They're just like,
well,
I got a compliment. This is a rare
Thank you, I
thing.
suppose. Clobster, do your thing. Attack! Attack his life points directly! Unfortunately, it won't be enough to end this duel just yet. When you direct an attack, I can banish my Hydrophobe Patrol from the graveyard. Now, I don't take any more direct damage.
Not
Oh.
bad.
Clever. Okay then. I'll set one card face down and end my turn. It's your move. Thank you. Like I said, you're doing very well, Hugo. But you're
But
not
I'm gonna
out
do
of the fish
better.
tank just yet. I draw!
It is sad to hear, though, just the idea, like, you get a compliment and you're like, okay, you don't need to insult me now. That wasn't an insult. What are you talking about? It's a risk. But, yeah, I think this is the get up and go that Hugo needs a slap in the face. Someone just to be like, you know, you don't have to fight like the world's on the line all the time, because it isn't always on the line. We can have a friendly duel just for fun's sake. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a game, whether it's for the world or not. Right. It's good at Percy too to help give Hugo this wake up and just like more casual duels, so he doesn't have to feel like, you know, there's constant pressure. You just have fun. But anyway, I'm kind of giving final thoughts in this in the middle half, so let's move on to part 2. And now the fish is out of the water and into the fire in Yu-Gi-Oh! Unleashed Season 3, Episode 2. But first, here we are over here.
Topia, you said that you were trying to give this card to someone who truly is worthy enough to wield it.
Yeah, he thinks you're worthy, Ace.
Think I was worthy enough, or did you just want me to find out? Why did you want me to have this?
Obviously, you found out,
Sure
thought you were
have
worthy.
this. Ace!
What's up, Draco?
Draco, I just wondering about, I guess. Right.
Whatever, moving on.
Anyway, have you seen Hugo anywhere? This is important. Oh,
It's about the file, obviously.
He's in the training room. Why? Well, like I said, important. I'll tell you later. Thanks. Bye. What are you talking?
Meanwhile, in the training room,
All right, Hugo. Let me show you what I've got left.
well, nice to give Ace a little screen time
summon
now.
to the field Hydrophobe Horseshoe Crab. He looks like something I could step on. His looks, perhaps, but his effect, not so much. By tributing him upon summon, he lets me add one Hydrophobe card from my graveyard back to my hand.
Great.
Like my
Field
Hydrophobe
spell.
Big Blue, which I'll reactivate. So it can add another
I like how no matter
Hydrophobe
what deck
card to
he's
my
using,
hand.
it's the field spell focused
And
one.
since he's a normal monster,
Hey, useful card,
I
useful
can
card.
summon him. Let's go, Hydrophobe Crustacean.
Alright, going for the
Now,
crabs this
using my
time.
Big Blue's ability, I can expand the DNA strand using my crustacean. Now, he may seem small and weak on his own, but wait until you see the abomination he becomes. I evolution summon level 4, Hydropho Eurypterid!
It is cool with the backgrounds of the cards
Creepy.
themselves.
Well, if you think one's
Like,
creepy,
we've gone from, like,
how
blank
about
white backgrounds to
I activate
several
my
Google images,
Eurypterid
which isn't
special ability.
like a huge
By
improvement, but is an
banishing
improvement. We
EXP
gotta give him credit
card
for that.
from the graveyard, he can summon another Eurypterid from my extra deck. Oh, great.
More
There's
problems.
More, I'm afraid. Thanks to my Eurypterid, all Hydrophone monsters I control gain an additional 500 attack points, including himself.
Bah.
So since I now have 2 on the field, all of my monsters gain 1,000 extra attack points. But why stop at 2 when I can banish another card from my graveyard to summon 3?
Duh.
And
Set
to
of
complete
hand.
my collection of creatures, I'll activate the spell Rehydropho, which lets me special summon my Hydropho Mosasaur back from the graveyard.
Great.
And since he's an evolution monster, I get to draw
Such
another
power.
card. Just to be safe. 4,300 attack points?
Yeah, right?
If he attacks my Clobster, I can't survive that. That's the point. Battle, Mosasaur! Attack his monster
I'm over
and
here.
end this! Go! Triassic Terror Tear! Oh, no you don't. Go! Pocket Light Screen! Now,
Nice,
your
come back.
monster's attack is negated. Oh, clever one. I didn't see that one coming. Lucky for you, my Eurypterids can't attack the turn they're summoned. So I'll set 1 card face down and end my turn. Your move, Yugioh.
For mass
That's a
multiplication,
mercy.
they can't attack.
I
It's a
draw.
fair trade-off.
Yeah. You see, Yugioh, this is what a duel truly is about. Having fun. And sometimes, even these dimensions forget about what this game really was made for. I see what you mean. I mean, before, I guess I did have some fun now and again when I dueled, but all the whole time I was just focused on winning. I never realized that you could treat it so
Casually.
laid back like this. I mean, I'm surprised I never even realized this before. I'm afraid most people in our dimension don't.
Sadly.
You already know full well what dueling is designed for back at home. Oh yeah, the whole business and stuff.
Yep.
I guess I'm so used to people antagonizing me in a duel, even if I won.
Compliments
Although,
are weird.
Knowing that, you don't mind if I ask why you left the evolution dimension? I mean, I know why exactly. It's because you disagreed with everything that we stood for back at home, but what caused you to believe that to begin with?
Let me tell you the story.
Is it unpleasant?
Very.
Finding out the truth normally is. But I'd rather not talk about that right now. We're not here to talk about sob stories. We're here to have some fun. So go on, make your next move. Okay then. Okay. I activate the field spell Pocket Rumble Arena!
Access denied.
What?
What? Why? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. My Big Blue has one last special ability.
It's the only field spell that can be on the field?
While it's on my field, you can't use any field spells.
Ah!
It completely washes them out.
No.
That darn field spell does everything.
Down Crane came the rain
Hey, I
and
didn't
washed the
have
field
regard.
spell out.
Well,
Technically you did.
it's a good thing I've got another plan in mind. I activate my second card, Pocket Trade. By
Oh, that again,
discarding
alright.
my Rumble Arena, I can exchange it for 2 new cards. Getting rid of a dead card with draw power. Pretty smart.
Makes sense.
You ain't
Clever.
seen nothing yet. Now I'll banish my Pocket Light Screen from the graveyard. By doing so, I can add another pocket card to my hand.
It's really handy.
And now that everything's been set, I think it's time for a little comeback. I normal summon Pocket Mole Patrol. And when
Mole
he's
Patrol?
summoned, I can summon another pocket monster from my hand. I special summon Pocket Psychogician!
Okay,
And
then.
when he's summoned, he can gain 1 counter for every evolution monster on the field. I count 5,
Wow,
so he
that's a lot
gains
of counters.
5 counters. And I can activate a different effect depending on the number of counters I remove. So first, I'll remove 3 of his counters, which lets me target and destroy a card on your field. Your Mosasaur is history! Urgh! Then I'll use his last 2 counters in order to evolution summon, using the Pocket Rubbish in my hand.
Nice.
I expand the DNA strand and evolution summon level 8, Pocket Rabbinite!
Rabbinite's back. I haven't seen
If
you in
that
a long
monster
time.
activates its skill, I'm in big trouble. But before I activate that skill, I think I'll take my Mole Patrol and Psychogician here and use them to build the overlay network.
Oh,
What? That's right. I overlay my 2 level 4 monsters and Xyz summon rank 4 Pocket X Scissor Stag.
hello.
Scissor Stag? So you can Xyz summon. I have to admit, that's quite surprising. You can gain a lot of tricks when you hang out in these dimensions long enough.
Very true.
Maybe I should take a page in your book then. Now that all that's said and done, I will activate my Xyzistag's effect, which gives all of my monsters an additional 500 attack points. And now I will finally use Rabbinite's effect. By banishing an EXP card from the graveyard, he can now attack all of your monsters, and during the battle phase, you can't use any card effects. And to top it all off, just in case, I'll use Clobster's special ability to copy Rabbinite's attack points. Oof, I don't like the looks of this. Now let's end this! Hold it right there, Yugioh. I still have one last trick up my sleeve. I tribute 2 of my Eurypterids to activate their special abilities. Now I can bring back 1 Hydrofoe monster in their place. Welcome back, Hydrofoe Helicoprion! Oh
Great.
no, not that
Not
thing.
again.
Yes, this thing. And I think you know his special ability. I can remove an EXP card to destroy one of your monsters and inflict damage equal to half its attack points.
Ah, crap baskets.
Bye-bye, Rabbinite.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I'll allow that this time. Sorry, but I have another special ability. Pocket Exostag! By using up 1 overlay unit, he can prevent my monster from being destroyed. And in return, I can then destroy one of your monsters instead. Uh-oh. Your Helicoprion is history! Prehistory, to be exact!
Nice line.
Ah! Okay. Easy, Yugioh. I mean, my heart can't take it. I mean, that was a good enough pun as it is, but after this duel, well, care to do the honors? Oh, of course I do. I'll admit this was fun. Probably the most
But all
fun
good
I've
things
ever
must
had
come
in
to
a
an
duel,
end.
but- Well, all good things must come to an end.
Yep. He's got a card he could use, but that's not the
Now,
point.
let Yugioh!
What? I was about to say, if I had a nickel for every time Percy could have won a duel but held back, I'd have 2 nickels.
Guys,
But to be fair,
listen.
it never did happen.
General Percy, sir? Whoa, easy, man. No need to call me sir. And what's the matter? You look a bit put out. Yeah, we're kind of in the middle of something. I know, but look, listen to me. I found something a while back. Something that might help us with this whole thing. Something that could be important.
Wait a minute. That duel had no
Why is
ending,
that?
which means
Because I
a
think,
tie!
and this is a guess because I'm not 100% sure.
Or more no
about it
contest,
myself,
but still.
I think this could be related to Zark.
We're listening.
I surrender the duel.
Ah, okay, never mind. No tie.
Sorry, Yugioh, but looks like we do have to put a stop to this. This really well could be important. Alright then, but, for what it's worth,
Yugioh was gonna win the duel anyway if he held back on that one card that
showing
could have
me
saved him.
what this
So,
game's all about. Well, really about anyway.
like maybe Percy could have
For what
won
it's
that
worth,
good one, but
you are one of
Yugioh
the
won.
most friendly evolutionists I've ever met.
It was
Well,
weird.
I know that's not really much of an accomplishment, but I'll take
All I have
it
to do
for
is
what
say
it is.
please and thank you, and boom,
Yugioh.
I win.
It was my pleasure. Now then, Draco, will you share with us what you found? Well, okay, so what's this about? A while back, when me and Yugioh first encountered those new troops, I found this student profile in some old wreckage. Profile? Oh, you mean in that old storage room that we hid in?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Well, honestly, I didn't really think it was that important either, but after reading it, in hindsight, maybe it should have been looked at. It's about a fellow student of this academy called, here it is. J. Paxton. James? J. Paxton.
Hi, S code.
He used to go here.
Also,
He was
Paxton,
a
of course,
member
is a piece of
Magician's
shit.
Purple. I didn't encounter him myself, but
That was a joke.
it says here that he was one of the highest ranking students. In fact, he was so good, he was granted Magician's Purple the moment he entered. He
Damn.
was almost permitted to leave a few years early.
Straight to Duel Monsters College.
However, something that was noted about him was that he was planning to get into card design. And he was pretty good at it as well. However, he had a tendency for recreating cards. And what I mean by that is that he would take cards that already existed, more specifically rare ones, and recreate them so he could use their powers. And because of that, he was expelled. Expelled for... Wait. Hold on.
It is sounding
I
familiar.
remember Nephilis telling me. A few years ago, a foolish human decided to design a new form of Zark. A new copy of his card, the Supreme King Dragon Zark. Draco, that's exactly what I'm saying. Judging by these files and... Do you think that this J. Paxton was responsible for recreating that Zark card that Nephilis is looking for? Yes. Yes, I do.
Not only possible,
Percy,
it's extremely likely.
You knew? But how and how did you know? I'm a member of the Lancers. As one of their admins, I have access to all of their private information, including that. So does that mean you knew this, and yet you kept it a secret?
It was in the top secret
Yes.
room. I assumed it was safe.
And so did Declan. The Lancers knew about this too?
They're holding back
So you
information
knew
on us,
this.
folks.
Even when you were undercover, and you still didn't tell any of us?
Lancers really
I
sucked
couldn't.
more as time goes on.
Classified? What
Don't
for?
give me that.
Well, I don't know. I think telling everybody about a destructive beast like Zark being resurrected, you know, the creature that destroyed the original dimension to begin with, would be a bit alarming.
That's
If we
true.
let loose information like this, and this information was leaked to the public, then everyone would freak out.
Yes, but if we don't
Let's
tell them,
face
what
it,
imagine their reaction did when
nobody,
Zark
I mean,
just suddenly shows up again.
wants to hear the fact that Zark has been brought back 3 times.
3.
Even now, the only people who really know about Zark being resurrected
time, the
are us
rebirth, and now
Lancers
again.
and a handful of people who participated in the tournament. Hold on, Draco, didn't your opponent actively say that they were trying to resurrect Zark? You know, in public, at the end of the tournament? Of course, but
They're a
I guess
blabbermouth.
the reason why nobody freaked out is because, well,
I thought it was
we
right.
all believed what he was doing was a joke. Doesn't really make much sense to me, but then again, I guess there still are some ignorant people out there.
Well, yeah,
living
that's
in a
always
world
true.
like this. Or worlds, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I guess what you're saying makes sense. That and the Paxton family.
Or just like, he
he
didn't mean it, he was kidding, he was just angry because he lost.
Responsible for their son resurrecting a monster. And I don't just mean a Duel Monsters one, a real one. But I don't see any point in any of that now that you've figured all this out. Well, in that case, do you think you can tell us the rest of the story? I'll say, what exactly happened? Well, since we're alone, I might as well. This is everything I could gather about the story. You see, around the time the Academy first opened, the talented duelist and upcoming card creator, Jay Paxton, joined the Academy. As you've already read, he was so good, he got to Magician's Purple in no time, and was about to leave the Academy, successfully getting an apprenticeship for a card design company.
Probably some industrial
However, he had an
reasons,
unhealthy
like thing.
obsession. He had a tendency for recreating rare and powerful cards.
You really
just
need to stop
use
doing
his
that.
own. One account resolved in him trying to recreate the legendary Signer dragons of myth.
Uh-oh.
And
But that would
of
turn this
course,
into the Dragon
he
verse, so
foolishly
no.
set his sights on Zark. He was warned
Because
by
it's
most of the
there.
Academy,
What kind of reason is
students
that?
and teachers alike, but he didn't listen. It took months, but he recreated the Zark card, and what was left of Zark's spirit inhabited it. Horrified by this, he borrowed some illegal equipment from the Academy and created a near indestructible box that could only be opened through 4 key cards. After hiding it to who knows where, the Academy eventually found him, and after he told them all this information, he was expelled in disgrace.
Understandable.
And I'm sorry to say, but that's where the profile about him ends.
It would have been cool if when the
That's
real life
it.
Zark we got
I'm
also
afraid
looked
so.
like that. Like, not just that fusion purple, it
Not
had
much
all the
information
things. They don't have to
was
make a
known
fusion
about
synchro
what
disease,
happened to
rich,
him after
all that
that.
jazz, but that would have been a cool
Anything in
card
your
art.
documents
Anything
that
but
say
red,
about
right?
it? Don't know. There's honestly... Well... I'd say I'm interested in finding out about this too. But honestly, I don't know where to start. Perhaps... Actually, you mentioned that he had a family. Perhaps we could ask them? Perhaps, but... Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to close this book for now.
Why is
We've
that?
already got a lot of things to prepare for.
I'm not gonna lie, I completely
I've
forgot
got
about
another
this Ray
assault on the
guy.
nearest base planned, and I need you guys to go and get some rest. It will be sundown soon. Right. Yes, sir. No, like I said, no need to call me sir.
Just Percy.
Just Percy. That'll do. Oh,
Yep.
right. I suppose. Yes, sir. I mean, Percy, sir.
Again, I hope you like this joke, because you're gonna hear it
I
a
don't
lot
worry
when
about it,
Oliver
son of a
shows
gun.
up again.
Go on. get some
Spoiler.
rest. Right. Thank you. Draco,
Good luck sleeping on
I
that.
promise you, don't worry about this. If you think this will be helpful, then we'll return to it soon enough. But for now, we have other priorities. Too many to count. Ugh. Right. Thank you.
Ah. No, I get it. Heartland Dojo Saga. If you watch that, you know who he's thinking of. But I can't give spoilers. What's wrong with Blur? You got the crap beaten out of him. Well, that's certainly a cliffhanger. What happened to Blur? We'll have to find out next episode on that one. No, I'm not going to black now. But dang, that was the best. Well, it was a dang good duel between the two of them. I'm glad it ended in an actual, like, I surrender or something like that, rather than just a tie counter. We're going to see the tie counter quite a bit this season, so I'm glad that's the case here. Hey. But yeah, good duel and good show between the two of them. Now that that's out of the way, I completely forgot about the Ray Paxton character. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would just completely slip the mind. I remembered a lot about Memphis all that stuff, but a background guy like, oh no, Ray's very important to this and how Zark returned and all of that stuff. But just for those who are just like, oh right, this is the thing. Hey, you know, it's been years. Some things are gonna slip through the cracks, right? It's only natural. There's always those people who are just like, yeah, I could just leave things alone, but now I'm gonna recreate Satan. Why not? This is your devil. Why would you bring it back? That would be like making a card pack with him on the cover. Oh wait. Ay ay ay. Excuse me. It's just like what? Because it's there. That's probably reason you got. At least the Signer Dragons were good guy cards. You're bringing back evil. What the frig? Oh yeah. And now because of it, Zark's back. Thanks, dude. Thanks. And what was the punishment for this? Expelled. They treat him about as well as freaking Twitch stats. The point is, what the hell? I like how as time goes on, the Lancers slowly become more incompetent. Like, what the frig, guys? You can't bring anyone from the Lancers. You just hide all this information. You don't let anyone know anything. Ay. Thanks, guys. Well, aside from that, it was nice to see Yugioh get a bit of a cheering up. And just having some casual fun again and get into a better mood. He's had nothing but losses his entire time. Well, metaphorical loss, of course. He's been winning pretty consistently. But, yeah, he's been being down so much. It's nice to give him a helping hand and help him out when he needs it. So that was nice of Percy. And the duel was a nice casual thing, which Yugioh was about to win if Percy didn't activate that card in his hand, in which case he didn't, in which case he was going to win it anyway. Who knows what that card could have done? Maybe it could have saved him, maybe he would just have had more time, maybe he would have won. We'll never know. But regardless of such, yeah, a good 8 episodes. This is a strong opening to Season 3 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Unleashed. So thank you, S-Code, for this stuff. Go check out his channel in your own time. Link in the description below. But for right now, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see all of you next time. Later.